What caused Israel to complain? What causes people to complain? And in my study, I determined there are three reasons why people complain. And I saw this in Psalm 78. I won't read all of it to you, but I just want to share it with you. And maybe you can go back and study it. But the reason they were complaining was in Psalm 78, verses number 8, verse number 9, 10, and 11. It really demonstrated why they were complaining. The first reason they were complaining was because their spirits were not faithful to God. Let me show it to you. Look at verse number 8 at the end of the verse. It said, whose hearts were not loyal to God, whose spirits were not faithful to him. So their spirits were not faithful to God. They had unfaithful spirits. Now you say, preacher, where does that come from? What do you mean by having an unfaithful spirit? And when we have an unfaithful spirit, we begin to live not as submitted to the spirit of God, but to the flesh. And the Bible says that if you starve your flesh, basically, if you do not live to satisfy the flesh, you can't satisfy the flesh and the spirit. But there are a lot of church folk, a lot of Christians that are trying to live a double life by satisfying both the spirit and the flesh. All right, now I'm going to share something with you. I got in trouble at the last service when I said this, but you come to Bible study on Wednesday night, right? You come to Bible study to get your spirit fed, or you come here on Sunday to get your spirit fed, right? Because you want to get your spirit man fed, right? But you cancel that out on Thursday night watching Scandal. I know I'm on the island all by myself right now. I know I'm on a limb. I know y'all liked me before I said that. Now it's like, Bishop, I don't know why you let him come here and preach. That's my show. Just the name of the show ain't no good. Number one, the name of it, Scandal. How is Scandal feeding your spirit as a believer? Woo, Jesus, I done struck a nerve in here. I done struck a nerve. You know, I mean, really, but it's like, you know, and I'm saying all of us, I think we do it without noticing it, because one of the things I was sharing with Bishop, I was saying, because God really showed me something. He said, when a believer begins to act real committed and won't do certain things, and won't go to certain movies, and won't all these kind of things, we call that person a fanatic. But the truth of the matter is, what we call fanatical should be normal. So as a believer, if I'm trying to feed my spirit, why would I go and watch a R-rated movie that has sex, drugs, and violence in it? I'm just trying to help you. I ain't trying to tell you what to do. I'm trying to show you can't feed your spirit and your flesh at the same time. And the problem with the Israelites was they were not being loyal and faithful to God in their spirit man. So when you get outside of your spirit man, now you're complaining because your flesh is not being satisfied. The reason